Welcome to Insightful Gaming. Today we'll be discussing one of my favorite Titan builds that centers around the mighty exotic Heart of Inmost Light. This exotic is a game changer that turns Titans into an unstoppable force. The Void Titan is particularly powerful and unbeatable due to its ability to heal infinitely, generate overshields, and deal massive damage. The build also boasts excellent synergy between abilities, allowing us to regenerate energy for other abilities. It's perfect for tough PVE content, especially in the contest mode raid. And if that wasn't enough, we'll also boost our weapon damage for even more destruction. If you find this build helpful and exciting, please like the video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to our channel for more great gaming content. Let's dive in. Let's talk about the recent nerf to Heart of the Inmost Light's ability to regenerate class ability, which has been reduced from 150% to 25%. I know it's been a hot topic among the Destiny community, and it's understandable why. However, I believe that with the changes that have come with Lightfall, this nerf isn't as much of a setback as it may seem. In my opinion, it is actually performing really well, and let me explain how. While the nerf is significant, Heart of Inmost Light's armor is still a potent exotic that can be utilized in various ways. Thanks to the updated armor mod system, any class can get decent ability regeneration, which means that even though Heart of Inmost Light armor was nerfed, we can still get our ability, melee, and grenade energy by picking up orbs of power. Moreover, we can now synergize our abilities better, which wasn't possible before the nerf. In my opinion, this build is just as strong, if not stronger, than before. With this build, you'll be generating orbs of power left and right, which will give energy directly back to your abilities and also give you armor charge. The Devour and Volatile Rounds abilities will give energy back to your grenade on kill, and additional mod fragments make your grenade energy return energy to your melee and class item. And with a major nerf to Heart of Inmost Light, this build is also set up so that you get a large chunk energy straight back whenever you use your barricade. However, I want to be clear that this build isn't foolproof, and it may not work for everyone's playstyle. It's always important to experiment with different builds and mods to find what works best for you. Nonetheless, this build offers a lot of potential, and I hope you find it useful in your Destiny 2 journey. And as always, I'm open to feedback and suggestions to improve this build, so feel free to leave a comment below. The secret ingredient to this build is Ward of Dawn, which creates an indestructible dome to protect you and your allies. Not only will you be protected, but passing through Ward of Dawn will also grant a temporary boost to weapon damage and overshields for you and your team. This super is a game changer, and with the amount of orbs we will be generating, you can keep activating it fairly often to keep the area protected. For the grenade, we've got the Vortex Grenade, one of the best grenades in the game, perfect for making enemies volatile. You can use whatever grenade you want, it doesn't really matter. We're also using the Rally Barricade for increased reload speed, stability, and lower cooldown. I recommend Rally Barricade for this build as it has a 10-second faster cooldown, which also helps compensate for the Inmost Light's nerf. This also means every 10 seconds, you will be able to generate your grenade and melee energy. So in this example, always make sure that you are not capped on your grenade and melee before using your barricade in this instance. For movement, we're using Strafe Lift, but feel free to choose your preferred movement ability. And finally, our melee of choice is Shield Throw, which offers a ranged option and provides overshields when used on targets far away. For your primary weapon, the Funnel Web is a great choice, but really, any Void primary or secondary will do just fine. I personally like to use the Funnel Web with Subsistence, but the build doesn't require a strong primary weapon. And for your secondary, the choice is yours. That's the beauty of this build, you can adapt your loadout to fit any Nightfall or situation. Next up, for your attributes, go with 100 Resilience and focus on Discipline for your grenades. Let's dive into the aspects of this Void subclass build. First up, we have Controlled Demolition. This aspect is a game changer. Not only does it allow us to chain volatile explosions, but enemies hit by the explosion become volatile too, which can then spread to other enemies. Plus, killing volatile enemies grants health to nearby allies. Next, Offensive Bulwark is going to increase our grenade regen when we have an overshield while inside the Ward of Dawn. Even using our throwing shield will give us an overshield, so we can get our grenade back quicker that way too. Also in this build, we are focusing a lot on getting our shield throw quickly, so you will always be able to get an overshield when you need it. Now onto the fragments, everything here builds into regen. Echo of Starvation gives us Devour on orb pickup or Void breaches. This then gives us grenade energy on kill, along with full health and overshields on shield throws. Echo of Undermining is another fragment that weakens enemies with our grenades, giving us a solid 15 boost in grenade damage. Echo of Provision gives us melee energy back on grenade damage, which is crucial for our full ability rotation. And lastly, Echo of Cessation is brand new. It allows us to spawn in void breaches whenever we defeat a volatile target. These breaches give us class ability energy on pickup, which can be a real lifesaver in the heat of battle. In this build, we are focusing on maximizing our energy generation to make up for the recent nerf to Heart of Inmost Light. Let's start with the helmet, where we're using the Resilience mod to reach a total of 100 resilience. This is a personal preference, so adjust as needed. Next, we have 2 Void Siphon mods to generate orbs of power when we get weapon final blows. These orbs will come in handy for our mods that give us grenade, melee, and class ability energy. We're also using Heavy Ammo Finder to make sure we have enough ammo during combat. Moving on to the gauntlets, we have Discipline mods to reach a total of 100 discipline. Bolstering Detonation is our next mod, which gives us class ability energy whenever we do damage with a grenade. Our goal is to make sure all of our abilities give energy to each other for maximum synergy. Firepower is another mod we're using to generate orbs of power on grenade final blows. These orbs will help us replenish our shield throw, grenade, and barricade. Lastly, we're using Grenade Kickstarter, which gives us grenade energy when we use up all our grenade energy. This will also consume one of our armor charges, which is not a problem since we'll be generating a lot of armor charges in this build. On the chest piece, we have 2 charged up mods to increase our armor charge stacks by 2. We'll be converting these armor charges into grenade energy and class ability, but you can convert them into whatever type of energy you prefer. We're also using Void Reserves since we're running with Void weapons, but you can use any mod you prefer in this flex spot. Our legs are equipped with Innervation, which reduces our grenade cooldown each time we pick up an orb of power. We'll be picking up a lot of orbs, so this mod will come in handy. Insulation is another mod we're using, which helps reduce our class ability cooldown each time we pick up an orb of power. Lastly, we have Invigoration, which gives us melee cooldown each time we pick up an orb of power. All these mods are here to make up for the nerf to Heart of Inmost Light, but in my opinion, our energy generation is even better now. Do you agree or disagree? Please let me know your opinion in the comments. Finally, on our mark, we have 2 Outreach mods which reduce our melee cooldown whenever we use our class ability. This will help us always have our melee shield throw available, which grants us an overshield when thrown at an enemy. With this build, we're also getting the best parts of Bastion Aspect. We're also using Utility Kickstart, which gives us class ability energy when we use up all our class ability energy. This will consume one of our armor charges, which we'll be generating a lot of with our charged up mods. With all of these mods working together, we'll be generating a ton of energy and always be ready for any combat situation. Overall, this build has great synergy between all the mods, aspects, and fragments, and is designed to maximize our performance in tough PvE content like Masters and Grandmasters, but in near time, this will be an amazing build for this week's contest mode raid. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to like the video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting builds and gaming content.